All right, feet and ankles, calves as well, because they're part of that. The muscles for the ankle and the calf are actually up, muscles for the ankle and the foot. These are all tendons and ligaments down here, fascia, nerve tissue in as well. There's very little muscle in the foot, very little. It's mostly in the calf. It translates energy. So we've had our kneeling yogi exercise. We just did the catcher's exercise, and now we're going to do, I don't know what you call it, it's anti-spraining exercise. What I do is I put my foot across like this, and I use my hand because I want to learn how to curl that foot up. I'm working this outer muscle. It's a perineal muscle, I think, it's a peroneal. I've forgotten now. I took all my anatomy back in the 80s. I've been practicing stuff for years, but I've forgotten the name sometimes. I should probably look it up. In fact, I will, and then I'll flash the name on there. So here it goes. This exercise, the anti-spraining exercise, anti-spraining of the ankle. I'm going to push on the outside toes, okay? And I put my foot right here. I can lift it up just like this. And I'm going to push the outside toes, not even the big toe. The big toe is the one you're really using in the kneeling yogis. But these little toes, I want to pull that foot up. You see that? It's kind of not easy just to see in the world, but it's about a 20 rep sets. And how hard do you push? Whatever it takes to get your calf. Now we're doing this dorsiflexion. We're actually doing the perineal and the anterior tibialis. And I want to strengthen those. And I have a lot of pops and crackles in here from spraining my ankles, inflammations, bone spurs. Inflammation's really all it is. I need to keep stretching and pushing that and working. Try not to have the pop. Slow down. If you're popping, slow down and do the exercise. Now the foot's going to be under more load or longer duration of load. So, and I can, well, see it popped a little bit. So try not to create pops. Try to move your foot through that range of motion without popping, without snapping. Now, you may be young. It's not a big deal to you. But at my age, I can't get out of bed with it. I can't sneak up on anybody anymore. I make too much noise. That's when I'm not even talking. See, it pops a little bit. Well, I want to do this and train this ankle so that it doesn't pop anymore. And then I go fast. 20 reps. It'll burn. And you can see how the tendons and ligaments are tightening up on the foot a little bit up here in this muscle. I want those to be really strong. They need to be muscular. If I'm going to run around and play sports, if my feet muscular, strong. If my feet aren't strong, I'm going to hurt them because all this quadricep power and the calf power in your butt and your hamstrings are generated through this way smaller unit. This is the weak link, if you will. We want to make certain it's not weak. So you exercise them like this so they're not weak so you can play your sport without being in pain. That's all we're doing here. That's why you're even here, because you have Achilles tendonitis. You have, or you got way too much time in your hand and you're watching me. For God's sakes, what's wrong with you? Go play some Minecraft or make a gotcha video or something. Okay, I got a 9-year-old, so I'm learning stuff that I don't really care to learn, but I'm learning it anyway. So this ankle, I detached a tendon from here a couple years ago, so it pops a lot more. So, I did not get it fixed. I don't have the money to go around and fix everything that's broken on me. That would cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Obamacare doesn't cover that kind of stuff. So I train myself to not be in pain. And these are the exercises I've come up with to not be in pain. They work really well with all my clients and the people I've worked with. Well, that's still making my clients. Well, my also high school athletes, they work really well with them. Give it a try. See if it works for you. You can ask questions down there. I don't promise to answer a lot of questions, but I'll look at a lot of the questions. And if I think I start seeing a trend, I'll go ahead and make a video on it. I have no problem with that, guys. In fact, go ahead and do it. I just don't expect me to give you like a long, typed out answer because I don't have that kind of time. I am a full-time personal trainer and I got 2 kids and a wife, and I try to keep myself busy. Actually, I don't even try to keep myself busy. I do it anyway. It's inadvertent. So there we go. 2 sets, 20 reps. And this has got to burn. Yeah, I don't know why I was doing it to show you, but it's got to burn. You need these to burn a little bit. And it's great for sprained ankles. Now, if you have sprained your ankles recently, give it at least a week possibly two. You have a lot of inflammation in there, and the inflammation's there for a reason. It's to slow you down, so give it time to heal. Not you give it time. So there's time in here. That's why inflammation comes in. Stop using that joint, let me heal up, and then you can start using the joint. And we want to honor that. Make sure you honor your body. It's doing its best. So make sure you eat well, fish oil. If you've got a sprained ankle, fish oil. Vitamin C helps the tendons and everything. Heal, tendons, ligaments. What else? Bone broth is great, but you still need the vitamin C. And there you go, okay? That's just some stuff you can kind of add in there. But if you have sprained your ankle, give it some time. At least a week, maybe closer to 2, depending on how severe it is. You know, essentially, if there's still bruising in there, leave it alone. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Do that. That's the best thing you do. Honor the body. But as soon as it starts feeling better, you can start doing this. Even if you're just moving like this, you know, after that week and a half, 2 weeks, oh, I'm just moving this, and you'll feel really burning in there. As long as it's a work burn, not a sharp burn like you're trying to sprain it again. I've had success on that significantly. I've had people go from, instead of month, week and a half, 2 weeks, and they're actually able to move around again. Still doesn't mean you want to go out and play your sport like that. You got to go ahead and let yourself get strong again. Remember, this system is not a big, robust system compared to the calf, compared to the quads, compared to the butt and the hamstrings. Okay? So these anti-spraining exercises. Kneeling yogis. Oh, the next I'll do some trigger point stuff for you so that you have an idea what to do to relieve some stress in the ankles and that Achilles and plantar fasciitis. Okay, so see you in a moment.